Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this week's Lincoln County Metalheads Weekly Report. Hopefully you can hear everything. If you can't, let me know, and we'll try to solve it on the fly. I want to say congratulations to Dan for his first podcast with his new equipment. Sounded good. It was a little glitchy, but yeah, I think your upload speed on your internet needs boosted a little bit there, but we'll get it ironed out, man. Way to go, man. It's a good podcast. Say hey to Graven, Kelly, man, good to see you guys. Thanks for all the hard work, Aaron Studio B. I am here tonight with a special guest. Let's see, Mr. Steve.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Pretty good, man. We got another guy that's going to be in that chair, but he hasn't showed up yet. But he will be here shortly. And he kind of ruined the show because I was opening with the Gunslinger song, and I wanted to chat about it. But we'll just have to chat about it when Chad gets here. So, I'm kind of lost here. Does everything sound alright? Dan's glitchy. Yeah, we know Dan is glitchy. $20 don't get you much. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with some music, and hopefully by the end of this, we'll have Chad here. We're going to come back and chat with Steve here in just a few minutes, find out what they're up to. I think it's going to be a hell of a show. And yes, I'm working on the side. Let's get started, man. I'm going to play the After the Bridge Return of the Gunslinger, or Guitar Gunslinger. I'm ready. Return of the Guitar Slinger. And we're going to play some Hidden Intent, So High Semper Man, and a new one from Letters of Transit, Cults of Personality. So let's go into this. When we get back, hopefully Chad will be back. If not, we'll just proceed on. See you guys in 4 songs.
They are the traitors in the night, hidden from sight. One day I shall reign.
Anything goes.
Nostradamus.
Here we go. We're gonna make a video.
If you like flowers, I'm not your man. Take you to dinner. No, ma'am. My taped up heart don't care a bit. You want me to say I do, but baby, I won't do it. I'm not sipping round for you, my baby. I'm your Superman, my baby. I'm not sipping round for you, my baby. I'm your Superman, my baby. When your phone jingles about 3 a.m., I'm your Huckleberry.
everybody, this is Roy Boy from Licking County Metalheads, and I'm excited to tell you about Shamrock Printing, located right here in Newark, Ohio. Shamrock Printing can provide all your office or business printing needs. They can print stationery, business cards, or even just make a few copies if that's what you need. They also provide screen printing for t-shirts, hats, stickers, banners, and a whole lot more. Just contact any of the helpful staff at Shamrock Printing, located 82 South 3rd Street, Newark, Ohio, or by phone at 740-349-2244. Tell them Roy Boy sent you. Well, hello, everybody. Can you hear me now? I am here with Steve Orr from Kill the Idealist, vocalist and guitarist, whom I saw at somewhere else bar.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be playing a song of theirs here in just a little bit. We was going to have Mr. Louderback here from... Let me see. I got it wrote down.
Screaming Evidence.
Screaming Evidence.
Yeah.
I got a song of theirs. Live at somewhere else bar.
Yeah.
Must have been the same night, wasn't it?
It was the same night.
It was the same night.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna play some of them deep down in the lineup. I got some Artifacts, my favorite Artifacts song, so you know it's I Won't Fall. I got some band from Norway. I have a lady that I'm going to play one of her songs. Miss Christina Earlymorn. She is from Germany, and she is in a band called Being Alive is Beautiful. And I am not even going to tell you the name of the song. You can read it when it comes up on the screen. It's like Shut und Earache or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But she is a beautiful lady for one thing. Her music is awesome, and she called me the morning of my birthday from Germany and wished me a happy birthday, personally.
Hell yeah.
So, thank you, Christine. I hope you're watching. So, Steve Orr. Let me make sure I got the cameras right. Okay?
Yeah, no.
Your guest right.
Yeah.
So, what, now, you did tell me earlier you moved out here from L.A.?
Yeah. About 2009. I was born here originally, and then moved to Seattle, and then moved back here, and then turned 13, and I was like, my dad lives in L.A. I play guitar. Let's go to L.A.
That's a good place to go if you play guitar. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, man.
So, did you have some pretty cool bands out there that you were in? Or?
I was in a lot of bands, that's for sure. Even like when I was 14. They weren't all very cool, I'm going to tell you that right
But you gave her hell, right?
now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, where did you guys meet to form Kill the Idealist?
When I moved here, I made friends with this kid who lived down the street, and his name is Josh. And he ended up being one of like my best friends. And he got interested in drums. He played keyboards for my other band, Albert Street, when I was in that band. And then like he got interested in drums, and I put up a demo online, because I didn't have a band at the time. I put up a demo online of some band that, you know, I was trying to make. It was going to be like my solo project, but but he called me and was like, I can play drums to this. I've been playing it all morning. He's like, let's get together and do this. And then that ended up being what was called Damsel in Dismemberment, which was a band I was in before this.
Hell yeah.
And then
yeah, I got some cool names.
And that just didn't work out with some members and everything, and we ended up breaking up, and then I found a guitar player named Brad, and me, him, and J-Raff started Kill the Idealist, and kind of went from there. And we've gone through some bassist changes, but that's been about it. So
Right.
far it's been so far so good, you know?
So who does the bulk of the writing? Is that a collaborative effort, or does it just pop in somebody's head?
Oh,
You guys work on it? Or?
I write all the lyrics. And,
Do you?
And vocals, yeah. And
These real life lyrics?
yeah.
A lot of heartfelt stuff.
Yeah, super heartfelt.
Super heartfelt stuff.
You know.
Awesome, man. So you want to give a shout out to the other boys, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. Bradley Brown, Josh Raftery, Jordan Williams. You guys are kick-ass, man. Awesome bandmates.
They are awesome, dude.
So
You guys
let's
make
keep
a
going,
good time.
man. Let's get this album done.
That was my next question. So there is a new Kill the Idealist or debut CD or?
Well, our debut was the EP that we'd released called The Unholy One. The Demise of
Okay.
Augustine's on that.
I didn't know if that was more to that
Um,
or it's brand new.
it was just our debut EP.
Okay.
We're writing a full-length album right now, so
Full length album. You don't see that anymore.
hoping to start record, before winter hits. But usually that's when the best metal comes out. So
Oh yeah.
let's go with the winter. You know.
For sure. So, Kill the Idealist. Since I'm playing Demise of Augustine, what is that necessarily about? What's that?
Oh, it's kind of a homage to a band we really like, which was it's a band called Kalma, and they're from Finland,
Oh,
and
okay.
they had a song called "Kill the Idealist." They've been around for 2 decades. You know what I mean? They're an awesome band, and they have a song called "Kill the Idealist." We always just thought it sounded cool. And
Yeah,
we're like,
it does sound cool.
and we like the band a lot, so we're like, let's use that as a name. And that's just kind of how it went, But can't be happier, man.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Oh shit, it just slipped my mind. Well, fuck, I lost it, man. That's what happens when you smoke reefer. Where'd you meet Chad? Was that at that show also? Or?
I met Chad at a different show that we played with his band than Falls the Skies. It was I forget what the name of the venue was, but it was in Columbus,
Okay.
and we played with them.
Because what I'm leading to, the reason I wanted to ask you what I'm leading to is this song, After the Bridge, Return of the Gunslinger, is a collaborative effort between you and Scott and Chad, correct?
Kind of, but it was originally a guitar competition. Like it was supposed to be a shred competition kind of thing.
Yeah,
And,
I believe that was supposed to be on here,
Yeah, and
actually.
this is just kind of what it turned into. Like they made a cool track. Scott and Chad, they came together and they formed this awesome track, and people were supposed to solo over it, and whoever had the best solo kind of won. But it was just with COVID and everything, it didn't work out that way. And I had sent in my kind of contest entry, and they got it and they really liked it, and they're like, let's roll with it, So I can't take really any of the credit for it because I'm not the brainchild. They really...
You're not the brainchild, but I'll tell you what, the solos that you put over that song just fucking melt your brain, dude.
It was a lot harder than I expected, for sure.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of times, you hear bands and they're good, and, to me, there's okay, good, great, and off the fucking hook. And this song here is great, bordering on off the fucking hook. Because the more I listen to it every day, the more I hear in it. And your leads are just like technical as fuck, for one thing. I don't know if you play technical or not, but it's just like, I don't know, it's really good. It's really, really good, and I enjoy it.
Nope. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it.
I'm glad that it worked out that way. Because it's COVID just fucked shit up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, that was the biggest slap in the face of humanity since World War II. But I appreciate you guys. The CD release party was fucking killer, dude.
Oh, dude, I had a blast. Such a blast.
So, well, we are still waiting on Chad. So we'll go into 4 more songs.
Hell yeah.
We'll do our behind the scenes stuff. and you guys enjoy it. Now this Sacrifix band is from another country, and I had it. I lost it. I'm having a lot of it tonight. I believe it's over around Sweden. Their song Escape is badass. And then we have Torn Fabrics. I believe these guys are from Brazil. They're all their information was in Spanish. I had to translate it to get it, but they're really good. Wait till you hear them.
Oh yeah.
I got Acarania Sticks, real good friends of ours, man, from Great Britain, with The Cursed Love, which is one of my favorite songs of theirs, man. Hats off to you guys, man. You guys been with us since like season 3 or 4. They sent me a video, man, and it was, if you didn't know it wasn't a Cannibal Corpse video and you just saw the video part of it, you'd be like, oh my god, that's Cannibal Corpse.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Love me some corpse. So.
Yeah, and it was fucking, I mean, it was like guts and surgeries and
Yes.
and I said that one night on the air when I debuted that song, and them motherfuckers just dug the shit out of it, man. And they have actually made a video that is exclusive, tagged with our logo, and the only place you can hear that song is on our page.
Oh, fuck yeah,
So
man.
check that out. That's pretty cool, man. But we have Acarania Sticks, The Cursed Love, and then hopefully Chad follows this up because I played this song of theirs. Then Falls the Sky with Bleeding Hearts, which is a live performance.
Okay.
So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Hopefully Chad will be here.
you guys rather enjoy yourselves. I'm Wesley Merrick. This is The World I Knew. This song's called Bleeding Hearts, guys. Let's see what you guys got. Let's go! Forced to play my last burn behind. My walls, they wait till nowhere. Falls of problems saying mine. Time to make them wonder. Tired of thousands times. So I can feel you under your sword. Surround my heart. You're so full of fire. You feel my pain, but I am never sunless. And I'm broken. Surround my heart. Force the flames around my eyes. I will never say no one. Force the swallow around our lives. Terrified we fall to nowhere. I will die 1,000 times. So I can feel you under your sword. Surround my suffer as my blood. I beg for what your neighbors are lost. You're the wrong. Surround my We see the fist in the air. Get them up there. We see some liveliness. I want to see you guys alive, man. Come on, after a month, we gotta have some energy. I'll die 1,000 times. So I can feel you under your sword. Surround my heart. The suffer of my blood. You feel my pain, but my unraveled emotionless. You're a broken. Surround my heart. You bleed across my throat. I stand there with nothing, and I won't. Surround my heart. Hell yeah, guys. It's good to see you alive and awake tonight!
Such a good time.
We are back for the attack. Guess who showed up?
Who?
This,
Anybody cool?
this guy. Wait a minute, that guy.
Wait, hold on. Who?
Chad from Then Falls the Sky, which I just played. First of all, I want to make an apology to Sacrifix and Torn Fabrics. The stream didn't work, man. Sorry about that. We'll try it again next week, I promise. I will play your stuff. Mr. Chad, you are guest left. So how are you doing tonight?
Guess left. I've always been a little short.
So
I mean, I'm doing all right.
good, man. Nice long drive.
Oh yeah, it's only about a 2.5 hour drive to here. So
See, man, he came all that way to see me. I'll be
I ain't
going,
got to see you in a while. Like,
I'll be going up to Eaton High tomorrow
oh yeah,
to tractor pull.
I'm
So
driving to Bradley, Illinois next Friday.
yeah, I know, dude. You need a roadie.
I need a driver. I don't want to drive.
I want to drive.
I just want to sleep the whole way.
I don't want to take the green bastard. That's my fucking looking to make the Columbus.
And then we drive 6 hours there, do the show, and it's 6 hours back, and then not even going to unload. Then it'll be
You staying all night somewhere?
at my house in my bed.
You're like me, just get home.
Nick's gonna sleep on the couch probably, because I ain't running his ass home.
All right.
I'll
Just-
pick him right back up, because we'll get to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, and have to get up and come to Columbus, to Scully's. So it's gonna be fun.
Yay.
It'll be interesting.
Cool, man. So, anything new coming out of camp or anything for you guys?
Well, it's a funny story. We had we were working on 3 new songs. Well, technically 2 that were actually started, and 1 we were still developing. But had those, and I had a couple other bands that I've been working with, doing some recordings for. And I was doing renderings for the song we were getting ready to release, and literally I hit the little thing on the little USB thing on the side. The screen like glitched and it went black.
Oh,
So when I finally got it to turn back on, it killed the hard drive that had all of the audio on it. So I lost all of our stuff. And I just happened to get lucky enough that I had backed the other 2 bands up on a separate drive. I just got lucky there. You know, because they already paid for their sessions. I'd have felt really shitty. Hey guys, we got to start over. But so, long story short, like I managed to save all that, but I lost all of my band stuff.
so back to recreating, huh?
Well, so I've completely redid the computer, brand new hard drives in it, double it up on the hard drives, and I have extra externals that backup is king.
Super
I guess.
back. You got your own cloud,
I'm
huh?
backing up my backups. So.
Yeah, that's smart,
So I ain't
man.
gonna do this again, because I can tell you for a whole week I did nothing but bang my head off the wall, just trying to get the information out of that dead drive.
Yeah, good luck.
Now a
Once
couple
I've-
places I talked to wanted like $600-700, and I was like,
Are you serious?
I can start over for that.
Yeah,
I
6
had a
7.
similar situation recently. My whole computer died, and I was like, well, time to start over.
Yeah.
Everything on there sucked anyway, so...
Well, that's the worst part, is I had like 30 different just songs where I started riff ideas and different things, and a couple of them are actually pretty cool. I lost all those, and half of them I don't remember anymore.
Dude,
You know what it's like? You know what it's like to wake up at 2 in the morning out of a dead sleep, going, "Ooh, I gotta write that riff down."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they just
Oh,
come
yeah, I
to you
do
in the
that all the
randomest of
time.
places.
Oh, definitely,
I do that all the time.
Literally.
Yeah. And when I'm writing country music. But, okay, so 6, 7 songs, 3
Well,
EP, single
so
coming soon.
we were literally a week away from releasing a single, and then now we're months behind again.
Months behind.
But instead of releasing 1 song, we're going to release 3. So
Okay.
that's the only added bonus.
Well, you know me, I'm greedy when it comes to new songs. I want
I
them.
know you got your fingers in everything. Get out of
I try to.
here.
Not everything. But, so, alright, let me see. You want to give a shout out to your boys?
Yeah, Nick. You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, well, duh.
Nick will kill me. Anyway, a couple weeks back, we we were supposed to have practice, and so I show up to Nick's apartment. You guys own a place now. Like,
Nah.
he's got a nice little pad, yeah.
Oh,
So I show up to his apartment, and I'm out in the parking lot, and I'm already running behind. Like, we're already going to be late for practice. And I'm blowing him up. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I even go as far as doing one letter at a time down the chat bubble. I'm blowing him up. 45 minutes later, I didn't know which apartment was his. So I'm just walking around his apartment complex looking for a number that I can't find. So long story short, like 40 minutes later, I just say, screw it, I'm leaving, and fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
So I get back, we do practice without him, we still don't get no answer from him. Well, we find out from his dad later that day that he was in jail. But the best part of the whole thing is he shouldn't even have been in jail. He was with a friend like hit one of those things at a gas station, like the pallet of antifreeze up by the door.
Oh, yeah.
Ran over, so they called the cops on him. Well, they ran Nick's name, said he had a warrant. They took him in. So he did 3 days in jail to get out on Monday to find out that he didn't even have a warrant. so he did 3 days in jail for nothing.
You should get like paid for that shit.
That's what I said. He's like, no, I just want to be done.
No, Lincoln County charged me to go to jail. The bastard.
Yeah.
Lock me up and then send me a bill.
So
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you got Amanda. Amanda's finally, everything's kind of getting better for her.
Good.
She's finally got back in her house.
Keep your chin up, girl.
Things are moving forward for her. Jake's busy, working like 70 hours a week right now. Gotta love that new job.
Yeah, that fucking
Well,
sucks too.
A lot of people were forced into new jobs. I mean,
Oni's been staying busy. We've got another little side project started. I've been doing tracks for them.
Cool, man.
It's been
Oni
fun.
is killer, dude.
Oh, dude, Oni's an animal.
He is, dude. He's the silent killer, man. He's like that serial killer that's leading that normal life and then just add alcohol and a bass guitar.
Oh yeah. Oni is a character. He's like 12 characters rolled into one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the worst part is like most people don't even know it because he's like not overly outspoken.
Right.
He's like just the observant one. So like most people are like, man, he's just quiet. Like, no, he's really not.
Well, it's like Dan, and when Dan saw you guys for the first time. Well, that night you was.
Don't say it one more time. He'll show up.
Dan. Anyway, when you guys was in the studio, man, Oni was like, that's one of the first times Dan ever met you guys. And Oni was sitting back here, man, doing the creeper stare into the camera, man, just real quiet.
Did he say a word the whole
He didn't, did he?
I don't think he said one word the entire
didn't.
podcast. He just said
And Dan was like, man, he's just quiet, ain't he?
He made up for it the next time.
And then I think it was a week later we went to Muddy Creek and saw you guys, and Oni was drinking and shit like that, man. Then Oni got up on stage and he just went fucking crazy, and Dan's like, what the fuck?
I purposely drove the other way into here where I don't go through Newark. I have a hard time driving past where Muddy Creek used to be.
Dude,
It's just a big letdown every time I go through there. Makes me not even want to go to Newark.
dude, I tell you what, it killed 30% of my footage of bands. It really did. And I hate to say that
because it was
because
close to you.
yeah, that's what I mean. I hate to say that because it's just right down the road. But Sam always had a pretty good variety of bands, so there was always somebody going to be there that I could get new footage.
It always sounded phenomenal in there.
Yeah.
Like I never had a single complaint about doing a show there.
Everybody always tells me how good my mic is on my camera because it sounds good. And I'm like, no, dude, that's Johnny Warner.
That's that's the sound guy.
That's Johnny Warner. That ain't me, bud.
Pat him on the back. That's him.
So, shout out to you, Johnny.
Dude, he does awesome sound.
Best third-rate sound man in town.
Yeah, I was just with Johnny just a little bit ago.
Oh man, dude, I love that dude. He just knows his fucking job.
Oh no, Johnny's damn good at it.
He just does. I don't know. Some guys are born to play guitar, and some guys are born to raise cows. Johnny was born with the golden ear.
I still haven't figured out what I was born for. I mean, I'm trying
For that fantastic
trying a little bit of
beard.
this and a little bit of that. I'll figure it out.
Oh, me too, man.
It's that fantastic beard you got.
It's getting there.
It's getting there, man.
I'm halfway to tickle the sack, so
I don't know
I'm halfway
where
to cutting it.
Don't do that, man. Come on.
Once it tickles the sack, I'm cutting it off.
No way,
That's what I
dude.
told the wife.
You gotta tickle your toes, man.
I told the wife, once it tickles the sack, I'll cut it off.
By then, man, they'll be closing the lid. So, it'll be grow slow like
I've
mine.
come close to doing the Mr. Clean top like twice now. I pussied out of it last
Just grow out
week.
the sides and do the Mr. Pickles.
No, I can't do it.
Mr. Pickles.
Or Pickles the drummer. Pickles
It
the
kills
drummer.
me just to stare at that little screen and see it now.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, don't blow it up. I don't even look at
There it is.
See, look how shiny it is.
Yeah, see, man, you still got a hairline, though.
Not much.
Shit, mine's back here.
I got like 6 hairlines. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got one that goes back here. So, well, cool,
I'm
man.
just gonna stay quiet over here.
You just-
Yeah, Nick does that. He's got like one little patch up here, all the way in the back. It's like barely even see through the hair, and he's like, "Man, move bald." I was like, "Fuck you."
the mini comb over.
I'm like, "Fuck you." You can like just twist your head and no one will see it.
I get Nick some hairspray so he can hold his spot.
Oh, he's all self-conscious about it too. Make sure you rag him next time you see him.
I was gonna say, don't tell me that, man. Don't tell me
Perfect.
that.
I got him.
Oh, make
Got
sure
it.
you rag on it and tell him how bad you can notice it.
That's funny. All right, man. It's come to that time where we're gonna play some Renegade Angel. Now they was on the night you was there too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
And
that.
Screaming
They
Evidence
were
both. So this is all video from that show. I wanted to try to keep that in sync too when I did that. But their song "Believe" kicks ass.
I was at that show.
You was.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
at
you
that
were.
show.
That was
Yeah. And then we got Kill the Idealist with Mr. Steve Orr on vocals and guitars, and the rest of the guys killing it. And then we got the new audio side, Blind Me, official music video, shot at Jocko's Tavern in Zanesville, Ohio. Way to go. And then another, just because you were here, Chad, I just fucking blocked it up with some Then Falls the Sky, Letting Go, which is
Now I feel like you're buttering me up for the big ask.
I like your big ask. So we're going Renegade Angel, Kill the Idealist, audio side, and Then Falls the Sky, and then we'll be back with more from our guests.
motherfucker's dead!
Dave's not here, man.
Maybe once I was guilty. how'd you get out of here alive?
Well, hello everybody. This is Roy Boy from Licking County Metalhead, and I'm excited to tell you about Shamrock Printing, located right here in Newark, Ohio. Shamrock Printing can provide all your office or business printing needs. They can print stationery, business cards, or even just make a few copies if that's what you need. They also provide screen printing for t-shirts, hats, stickers, banners, and a whole lot more. Just contact any of the helpful staff at Shamrock Printing, located 82 South 3rd Street, Newark, Ohio, or by phone at 740-349-2244. Tell them Roy Boy sent you.
Construction.
Hey, we are back with Steve Orr of Kill the Idealist and Chad, who plays guitar.
Sometimes I get to play guitar.
And the one night, man, you guys should have brought your guitar. We could have had a fucking jam off.
I know, right? He would have beat me.
We can go straight into the
jack
board.
off, man.
Rather jack off than jam off.
I did bring a loaf of bread.
Oh my God, baby fucking Jesus. So, Dan, you're out there, man. Good job tonight. Your show's taking off, bro. People are loving it, digging it. I'm happy for you.
What's up, Dan?
Chad.
I'm severely disappointed you're not here. Just saying. I ain't coming back.
Come on, Dan.
God damn it. So, well, we're going over here with Steve.
Steve.
Any last words, bro? I know you got to check out a little early, but
Not really. Just party on. Keep it metal, man.
any upcoming gigs that people need to keep an eye out for?
We're doing the Rock Out Camp Out, which is going to be awesome. Super pumped about that. It's August 28th.
It's gonna be super loud, dude.
Gonna
It's
party,
fucking-
man.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I'm just ready to do that, man. Let's party. There's a shit ton of awesome bands there, man.
And then you guys are working on some songs, right?
Yep.
Slow but sure.
Writing new album right now. So you can expect it by 2030 at least.
All right.
You'll be
Pulling
alright.
Metallica.
Goddamn rushing that one out, aren't you?
Boy, slow down, take your time, make it right,
Well,
So-
hopefully we'll start recording later this year. So.
Oh man. And that's expected with the COVID setback and shit. So well, I appreciate you driving all the way out here, man.
It was no problem, man. Anytime, brother.
Yeah, it's
Full 9-minute drive. I got it.
yeah, kicking ass,
I'm
taking
so
names.
jelly.
So, but I appreciate you coming, man, and hanging out.
Absolutely.
You guys,
Absolutely,
you
anytime.
did a killer job, man, on that after the bridge.
We're gonna do another one, I think.
Return-
We are gonna
Hell
do another
yeah.
one. Just
That
tell
was
me.
that was going to be actually my next question out of my mouth. Was
We
going
are
to
gonna
be
do another one.
the
we all three talked it over. We're gonna do another one. Although we're gonna have to get a bass player this time around. I did the bass last time because it was.
I thought it sounded good, man. I
Well,
had no
it
problems
was
with it.
supposed to just be like a little contest thing, and I was like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and like do the bass to my guitar, so that the other person, the only thing I worry about doing is the guitar.
Yeah.
And,
that kind of blew up in
well, just my whole life took a big like left turn there for a while.
yeah, I get yeah.
So I'm sure everybody's did.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that kind of all fell to shit, and then Steve sent me his solo, and I was like, that's like perfect.
Hell yeah. I just enjoy
I was
working on it.
literally expecting like one section of it to have a solo and then maybe like some leads throughout. And like I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah, okay. All right, well,
When's this motherfucker
he's gonna
stopping?
keep going. He's gonna keep all the way to the end. I was like, done. Let's mix that.
He wins. I'm glad you won because I got out of it. I've got to meet you guys. I don't know when we would have ran into each other if natural Mother Nature would have took her course, and I'm glad you met Chad
Oh, me too.
because that
Super glad I've met
song
Chad,
is
for
killer, man.
sure. Yeah, man.
Now, is this next song going to be instrumental too, or will there be vocals? Or
We haven't like fully
Undecided.
discussed everything yet, but I would maybe like to do get someone to hit vocals on
No,
it.
dude,
I'd be happy with that.
let's fucking rock and roll, man. I'm down with
I mean,
whatever you want to do, man.
Steve, we might be able to even talk Steve into some vocals on it.
I would definitely be happy to contribute any way I can, man.
Now,
However you want to do
can
it.
you do a heavy, maybe almost death metal version of the Star Spangled Banner for the new opening theme? You did it last time, Chad.
It's someone else's
So I know
turn.
you know how to play
It's
it.
someone else's turn. I did
Yeah,
the last
after
one.
the bridge.
I did the last one. It's someone else's turn to do it.
I like Mr. Steve, to be honest with you, man.
I think Mr. Orr could pull off a damn good.
I do
thing
too,
with
man. I do too. The little sweet picking in there. Hold it,
I'll give it I'll give it a go, man.
Some
I'll give it a
fills.
go. I'll see what I can do.
Just don't play it back to back to mine, because I don't want to look. So
Oh, we're
small.
retiring yours, man.
Yeah, I don't want to look so small. Though.
You killed it for 2
Oh,
years.
come on,
man.
dude.
Chad, I tell you what, man.
I remember talking to you guys at Al Roosevelt at that show, and he's like, man, we can't use kisses because we keep getting hit with copyright. And he's like, I've asked like 6 people and no one's done one yet. I was like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can work something out over the next week or 2.
I had,
and I like sent one in. I was like, well, hopefully someone will send you something better. And
dude, I asked so many people, and they was like, "Oh yeah, man, I'll get that for you. I'll get that for you. Get that for you." I asked Chad, and a couple weeks later, man, it was there. And
it took me longer to get something that I actually wanted to record, because I worked it out to where I recorded the video and the audio all at the same
that's awesome.
time. Because I still post it online. Like, instead of going back and replaying, I just kind of post the same old video.
I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna wear a Speedo and I'm gonna tie a American flag as a cape.
I don't care, man. Do it however you want, man. Do it with fucking nipple rings. I don't give a shit.
You gotta put
I'll play
stars
it.
over the nipples.
Stars.
Stars over the
And then I'll
nipples.
shave my hairs into stripes.
There you go.
Really, I'm kind of shooting for the audio. But, I mean, we can look at that if you want.
Content.
Hey,
I'll do my best. I'll try something. I'll work something out.
I'm just patriotic enough. I'd like to open the show with the national anthem, man.
Hey, man. Nothing wrong with that, man.
My boys in the military. My father and a lot of my relatives were in the World War and Korean War and shit. And I think the troops and the heroes of the country need to be honored. It's just that simple.
Absolutely.
My grandpa was in the Korean War and First World War, I think.
So
It was whatever those 2 wars were back to back there.
yeah, the World War II and Korea.
It was one. He was in both. Whatever the 2 were right there next together.
They almost crossed.
He got
over.
a Purple Heart in each.
Yeah.
He got shot in one butt cheek in one, and in the other butt cheek in the other. How
That's just
ironic.
bad luck, man.
Hey,
The Bible says
he
turn
came
the other
home.
cheek.
He came home. I guess.
Yeah, that's all that
I
matters,
can't
man.
say it was bad luck,
No,
If you can take 2 in the ass and still come home, you're good to go.
right?
So, but, yeah, I appreciate that.
That's what Mia Khalifa said.
Right.
Don't even say it right.
Don't even say it right. Well,
No,
Steve, thanks.
I agree, Ray. Seth would be a great fit for vocals for one of the songs.
Is he still
Yeah,
chilling
absolutely.
that?
He's doing what is it, Die Witness? Those tracks are fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
Or Die, yeah, I think it's Die Witness. I think it's that. I have it saved in my Spotify.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time he drops a new one, I'm like, yep, let's listen to that one.
Hell yeah.
Lock it down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's some pretty dope stuff.
Well, Steve, any last shout-outs to say hi to long lost uncle in Sweden or something?
My family in Florida, love you guys. Take her easy. I know that family's going through a tough time, but we'll get through it, man. Love you guys.
Well, all right, man. Well, I'm going to play 4 songs. Steve's going to take the fuck off. And then I'll be back with Chad.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're stuck with me.
And
Sorry.
Cult
We're
of
gonna-
personality, man.
we're going to get to know Chad just a little bit.
A little better than you
A
want.
little one-on-one sesh. So, well, thanks again, Steve, for coming, man.
Absolutely, man. I had an awesome time. This has been awesome.
It's been an honor having you in the studio.
It's the first time I've been in this room and there wasn't like 16 people in here.
Yeah, and 50 beers and a bottle of wine. And
Yeah, usually you gotta slide the beer cans out of the way. To get there.
Next time I'll bring 50 beers. I promise.
all right, he learned. Nah, so we're going to play Deadly Sins These guys are up around Lake Erie, man. This is a new song. We're gonna play Down System. Now this is gonna be another streamer from Spotify, so if it don't work, I'm sorry. And then we got Being Alive is Beautiful. This is Christina Earlymorn. This she's from Germany. Just love her to death. With Shut and Ash. I just look it up.
You're
Yeah, my German's a little fucking English. Then I got Apocrysis. Oh, I got glasses. Apocrysis. Absence from the Gods. Now this is also a streamer, so it may not work. If it don't, I apologize. I will find a way to download it or something next time, and we'll get it. And then Artifacts with I Won't Fall.
I can't wait to play
Shout
the
out
show.
to Bastion and the boys.
Yeah, them guys are fucking
The
cool.
guys are killer. So say goodbye to Steve.
Peace out, fellas.
Bye, Steve.
Check
or
her out.
Steve or Steve.
everything's alright. But looks can be deceiving, so analyze your scene and take a closer look inside. Cause they can't be the very last thing you see. A secret hidden in plain sight. The key to fortune's untold, everything magical. Nothing to keep you down inside. It's such a pretty life and it's nothing like mine. Even though you buried me underneath my entire foundation, I refuse to let you see the damage you've caused. I won't fall. It doesn't matter what you say. I won't fall. I'm fighting harder every day. I won't fall. I won't fall. You think that everything is fine, but it's not. There are things under the surface that rely on the dark. You don't know this because you won't pay attention long enough. There are reasons for the seasons, this decision isn't tough. Move along, keep your head up, listen to my voice. It has helped a lot of people to ignore the calls of void. Now do I have your attention? There's something I should mention. There's another you trapped inside. Even though you buried me underneath my entire foundation, I refuse to let you see the damage you've caused. I won't fall. It doesn't matter what you say. I won't fall. I'm fighting harder every day. I won't fall. I'm here to spread a message of healing and acceptance. I found a cure.
Dir geht es schlecht. Wenn die Pubertät beginnt, der Stimmbruch einsetzt, die ersten Körperhaare wachsen, ist für dich das Leben so gut wie gelaufen. Leben. Ein Leben, so wie es die anderen haben, wirst du nie haben. Dein Leben liegt im Trümmern. Im Schutt und Asche.
Well, hello everybody. This is Roy Boy from Licking County Metalhead, and I'm excited to tell you about Shamrock Printing, located right here in Newark, Ohio. Shamrock Printing can provide all your office or business printing needs. They can print stationery, business cards, or even just make a few copies if that's what you need. They also provide screen printing for t-shirts, hats, stickers, banners, and a whole lot more. just contact any of the helpful staff at Shamrock Printing, located 82 South 3rd Street, Newark, Ohio, or by phone at 740-349-2244. Tell them Roy Boy sent you.
Reach.
Yeah, but it happens.
I saw that. That was a long ass reach. Oh, it moved me around.
Oh, look at that.
I know,
Man. They moved
up
you right
there.
in.
Moved me right in there.
So we are back in the studio tonight with Chad McElwee. Mr. Orr took off. He has one of them JOBs.
Yeah, I hate that. Trying to quit.
So he took off. So, but I want to thank him for coming and hanging out, man. It's a lot of fun. Got to learn a little more about him and the band.
Steve's a cool ass dude, man.
Dude, and I tell you what, you guys slayed that song, man. I'm going to play it again at the end of the show.
It turned out way cooler than like I ever intended for it to be from the very beginning. Like from the very beginning when it was just me writing some guitar riffs, I was like, this sounds like kind of cool. And then Scott come on and put his drum tracks on. I was like, this is definitely kind of cool.
Definitely kind of cool.
And then when Steve sang his epic solo that went from start to finish, I was like, yep, this is it. Like it's done. Like this is a whole song now.
Been an easy decision on the winner, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know, life for me, like most everybody else, took a big left turn, and I didn't really have a lot of the time and funds at the moment to do much, and so a lot of that kind of got pushed on the back, and then the shutdown that was only supposed to go for a week went for 2, and went to 6, and
now a year
just
and a
kept
half.
fucking going. It just kept getting harder and harder, and it just kind of all fell apart. Steve was the only one that actually submitted one on time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you get more afterwards, though? I mean,
A couple other ones, but there wasn't even like a comparison to. I mean, Steve's is epic. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, there was a couple of them. Like the one wasn't even long enough. I think I asked for 45 seconds or 60 seconds, maybe. The one was like one little part, like 30 seconds long. Yeah.
He wanted you to loop it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, it kind of the contest thing kind of fell apart. So maybe we have to retry that once things kind of get back to normal again. But no, we did the release on that, and we just kind of shoved it out. Like we didn't really plan on it. It was like, it's done. Let's just put it on Spotify. We put it out, and then like the day it came out, Scott and Steve were both like, "Hey, we should like do another one." I was like, you know what? I was just getting ready to ask you guys the same thing.
That's one of the first things I wanted to know. Is and I like the instrumental. I like it being instrumental, dude.
That song, yeah. I mean, we thought about trying to do a vocal to it, and I was like, you know what? I like it as it is.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, just like it is.
But it was always written intended to be an instrumental. It was never intended to have vocal, like from the beginning. So, you know, maybe next time around, like I said, we'll get a vocalist, and maybe we'll or two. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we can just go crazy with it. We'll work something out.
We'll just go
my
crazy.
broader plan, kind of beyond just us doing another one like we did on that. My broader plan, I've been throwing around the idea of doing a whole series and putting each one of them on Spotify, and like so I have this split up to where each of them get direct payments for their percentage of ownership each month. You know what I mean?
Right.
But my broader plan was to take and do something and call it like, I don't know, I was thinking something like Unite the Scene or, I don't know, something like that. And then just do like a poll and have people vote on like one guitar player, one bassist, one drummer, one vocalist, and then put the 4 of them together and just do one collaboration and then put it out there and then do another one, you know, a month later. And then just kind of keep it revolving with different people each time. And I don't know, so it was kind of like a broader thing that I'm going to maybe attempt at some point in the future.
I'll tell you what, the face of, I don't want to say the whole music industry, but the face of music has really changed over this COVID thing. There's a lot of music that is been, I want to call them basement tunes. I mean, attic tunes, whatever room you record in. But there's a lot of people that took it upon themselves to just are closed in.
Yeah, and
to make their own shit. And I tell you,
don't see nothing wrong with that at all.
I would love to get a hold of some of that.
I mean, there's people that, Spotify gets 40,000 new tracks each day, so I mean, it's out there.
Oh yeah. Well, I need permission, but
it's out there.
But yeah, I just think that well, like we were talking about, the venues are slowly this COVID-19 has bankrupted a fucking shit ton of
closed
bars.
many of them. Like 2 of the ones that we were booked, that we had booked for the tour before COVID, don't even exist now. Like, they're just
one of them's got used cars sitting on it.
Well, I wasn't even talking about Muddy Creek. How's the third one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it ain't just here. It's it's everywhere. It's happening the same way.
So
I don't know. Things have gotten pretty rough, and at some point it's going to get better. I mean,
you got to get better.
Fingers crossing.
It's either got to get better or we're having nuclear war. So I'm hoping for better.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got a gas mask yet.
No. Chemical warfare. But anyway,
my bunker ain't done.
My bunker's not done. Don't bomb us yet.
No, I'm going to need another solid year and a half before that thing's complete.
The backhoe went down. But so, a little bit about Chad. Let's do just a couple questions about Chad.
Oh no.
Where were you born and what year?
Sounds like you're trying to fill out a credit statement.
And
I was born actually right here in Ohio. Little town not far from where I live now, Hillsboro.
Hillsboro.
Yeah, that's Hillsboro is on Route 50. Bainbridge is here, and Chillicothe's 20 miles this way, and Hillsboro's 20 miles that way.
So you kind of ended up in the middle. Huh?
Yeah, you got to travel far, yeah. 1985 was kind of an 80s baby, although technically I was more aware of the 90s.
I was gonna say now.
I kind of missed the parachute pants phase. You know what I mean? Like I was just kind of getting old enough to understand what they were when they weren't cool anymore.
Right. Almost wanted a pair.
Yeah, almost. Almost.
So you is metal your first choice in music?
Honestly, no. So like as a kid, I grew up listening to like country, like Tim McGraw. My dad listened to like the Patsy Cline. So I mean, I listened to everything from classic clear up to like some of the more modern stuff.
Sounds like we had about the same parents.
Before it turned into this pop R&B / country genre that it is now, which is cool. I'm not hating on it. Honestly, I'm not, because some of it's actually kind of catchy. But so I kind of grew up listening to that and singing along to it and everything. And I remember when I was 9 years old, I told Dad, I was like, Dad, I want a guitar. I want to take guitar lessons.
At 9.
At 9, and he's like, well, you need to clean your room and clean out the garage. He says, and if you do all that tomorrow, we'll go get you a guitar.
Well, fuck yeah.
So I did all that, and the next day we went to a little small guitar shop. He bought me a little cheap guitar, which I was 9. You didn't need anything fancy. A little tiny cheap practice amp, and paid for a year's worth of lessons right there all in one
on the
day.
spot, huh?
All in one day, and I took a year's worth of classical music lessons. Day one,
You're classically trained.
Sorta,
Well,
sorta.
sorta.
So I went in on day one, and my instructor's like, well, what kind of music do you want to learn? He's like, because we can fast track some of this depending on what. He said, I can teach you to play Metallica, or country, or classical. I was like, let's do classical. I don't know. It just kind of sounded cool.
Right.
Well, let's do that. So I learned a lot of different weird, fancy looking chords that make your hand hurt. Learned a lot of cool stuff, and then after the first year, I got a little more into sports, and the guitar was just kind of a little thing in the bedroom that I did every now and again.
A little corner leaner.
Yeah, and then a couple of years later, junior high rolled around, and I got into Green Day of all fucking bands. And I don't mean this newer junk.
Yeah.
I mean way back when like their first and second CD Got into them for a little bit, and then they got into like the Ramones. You know, some of the really trashy sounding old school punk. And I was like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of angry, and like it doesn't sound like it's that hard to play. Like, so it's kind of cool. So I did that for a little while, and like
it's kind of angry.
And so like I was in high school like the late 90s, early 2000s. So it was like the grunge era, So then it was kind of like the thing. So I was like, yeah, let's play some of that. We did some of that for a while, and I remember after high school, like a year or two after, Bullet My Valentine dropped their first, The Poison.
Oh man, I love it.
I heard that CD, and I was like, that is what I want to play. Like from that day forward, it was that. Like it just clicked, and that's kind of what the pursuit has been ever since. And
did you go back to your teacher and say, "Hey, I changed my mind"?
No, no, I actually never did. But to this day, I'm actually glad that I learned some of the classical structures, and because by doing that, I got to learn a little more of the music theory. And
I just want to say, have you applied any of that classical training to
not
any
really.
of your stuff?
Not really. I mean, some of our chord shapes we have, and some of the newer stuff. Yeah, we have some fun chord shapes and stuff, and with the amount of the distortion, it don't always show through. But
Right.
Yeah, some of it. But I mean, yes and no, because I mean, there's 5 of us, so I don't get to solely dictate. I don't get to solely dictate. It's this, and this. So.
Well, maybe
I
you
don't
should
know.
get up on stage sometime with the classical guitar.
Well, see, and that's kind of what did it for me, dude. Because like the first project I did, that was, my first metal band. I had vocals. I sounded like the guy from Disturbed. Believe it or not, I could actually do a scream.
You were down with the sins.
Yeah. So like, we did shows all summer long at a small theater. And by the end of the summer, kids that I did not go to school with and I did not know, you know what I mean? Like I never met, were singing my lyrics back to me, and it was cool. And like that was kind of what like solidified it and sold it to me.
That was it.
Now I always had better guitar players around me, so I never had to play any kind of leads or anything.
Right.
Because I didn't need to. Like this guy's cool. You can do that. I'll just sit over here and
look
just
pretty.
jam out for a minute. But no, I don't know. It just kind of like a big long journey. It never really started in one place, and I'm sure it'll probably move somewhere else before it's all over with, but it's definitely going to stay within the metal genre somewhere. There's too many subgenres, but somewhere. I've kind of gotten more into some of the synth sounds and adding a lot of that in and having it complement like the solo. I know you got to hear one of the new songs, we're not going to get to release it yet. You got to hear like a demo version of it. We have like a whole string section in the middle, and it all intertwines with the solo.
It's pretty cool, man. You guys got a great deal of creativity.
Well, and so this project, that's what it was. Like we never really started this going, we want to sound like this. Like this is what we want. We want to do this kind of music, or this. We never had that kind of vision.
Goal.
Yeah, no, it was just kind of like. Like here's a guitar riff. What can we do with that? I'm not feeling that one. Let's try something else. And we kind of just tried a bunch of stuff. And like some. You remember the very first CD before when we took down. But that one was kind of all over the place. We were still trying to figure it out. Like what worked for us. Because we weren't trying to be anything specific. We were just trying to make music that we liked. Just trying to make stuff we liked. And then we wrote Letting Go. And like Letting Go was that moment where it was like, that's it.
That's the one.
You got to expand on that more, but like that's it.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Well, that was the first song that we wrote that like just kind of fell into place. Like you didn't have to try hard; it just kind of happened, And because it was like Oni was playing the opening riff was actually Oni was just sitting there fucking off while me and Jake was doing it. And I was like, "Ooh, keep playing that! I like that."
Go.
We started with that, and Jake was doing another riff on, and I was like, let's try a little lead here, and it just kind of happened. Nothing was forced; it just kind of flew out that way. And so we've kind of went that
song.
way, and we've kind of trying to push it more. We're still trying to, push and not just run the same formula, but trying to stay with, what feels good to us at the same time.
Good, man.
Blinded was fun. song was super cool. Although it kind of touched into a little repetitiveness to me. So all the new stuff that we've done since has been focusing more on far less repetitiveness.
A little variation.
Oh, a lot of variation.
A lot of variation. All right.
Yeah. So like the newest song that we wrote, it goes 2.5 minutes before it ever hits a chorus. It does 3 verses before it ever does a chorus.
Oh yeah.
And then it does a little breakdown section, and then does another chorus, and then it's over.
And then it's over.
It's like
then it ends.
just trying to find like something different, just
Right,
to make it, not like the same thing we've done before. So.
Yeah. I tell you what, there's a lot of bands, and I'm going to say mainstream bands that do sound a lot alike, and
The cookie cutter appeal.
Yeah, they and I don't like that. Man.
Well, so from the band side, there's good and bad to that. The good side to it is it's a whole lot easier to market yourself when I can tell someone that's never heard me, like, hey, we sound like these guys, and these guys. If you like any of those 3, you might like us. It's way easier to get people to listen to your music that way. But at the same time, because you sound like everybody else, you kind of get passed over a little more too. So it's...
You get old quicker, I think.
It's kind of both ways.
Yeah, I turn the radio on and I say, oh yeah, man, they sound like Coldplay, fuck that. Or they sound like, they sound just like this band.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times I don't listen to enough radio, that I'll be like in my boy's truck with him and I'll say, man, is that fucking, so-and-so? And he'll be like,
no,
that's this whole other band. I'm saying, I'll tell you what, man, I'd have bet my life on it. That was,
yeah, it happens. But and that's why like a lot of the repetitiveness from us for a while came from a push. Like some of the first songs that we wrote just were, they were okay, they were cool. But like I was like, if we just do a little bit more mainstream-ish, like it would be easier to pick up some people to that would be willing to listen to us easier. And we kind of took it too far. So it was like, okay, let's turn around a little bit and kind of evolve this into the direction it needs to go.
Well, you're smart enough to pull the plug,
Yeah, so I mean, the last EP, which I like, I'm happy with everything we wrote on it, but we're going to progress from that. And so a couple of these new ones we wrote one that Amanda showed up one day at practice. She goes, we're going to write one, it's just going to be heavy. She's like, no pretty parts, nothing fancy, just heavy.
Just raunchy.
Just heavy.
Cool.
So yeah, that one was pretty cool. Me losing the hard drive and wasting 4 months worth of work kind of sucks.
That make you sick of your stomach.
Yeah, it did. But instead of releasing 1, we're going to release at least 3. So the only upside, I guess.
Well.
I think all this started about a conversation on what music I started listening to. To a conversation.
Oh yeah, it did. That's fine, man. I'm just always curious because a lot of guys like you and me. I was raised on country gospel and bluegrass gospel and Patsy Cline and Hank Williams
Johnny
and all that
Cash.
shit, And I ended up fucking, one of my favorite bands, Slayer. How you end up.
How do you hate on Slayer?
Right. Well, and I like that. To hear people.
Slayer isn't like my go-to music, but I can't skip the song on the radio either.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to skip that track. So.
Right. So, but I mean, it's just always interesting to me how people go from country to being in a metal band like you.
Yeah.
What was that journey? How would that influence?
Well, so I know a bunch of musicians down home. I know quite a few that actually make good money playing on the road all the time. And they're like, oh, you're playing in a metal band? Is that fun? I'm like, yeah, I enjoy every single night out. And like, yeah, I used to too, but I get paid now. So
I get paid now. I was in a metal band
like,
until I got paid.
What are you playing? Oh, we're playing country. I was like, do you like it? No, but I'm getting paid.
Exactly. And a lot of bands have done that. And it's been the demise of them, though. You know what I mean? You can't always cross over like that.
I said I didn't start this project trying to be something that wasn't like it. We did it just to do what we wanted to do and have fun doing it, and hope other people like it too.
Oh, dude, it's awesome, man.
I write music that I like to listen to, and I might be the only one. I can be happy with that.
And that's The Word with Chad McElwee from Them Falls the Sky. I didn't do this.
I didn't do it.
So,
I didn't do it.
well, Chad, it's after 11, man. You got a long ride home. I appreciate you coming in and everything. Just try to keep me posted and the people posted on what's going on.
Oh, well, definitely check the studio page on some of the collab stuff. I'm going to try to maybe start working out here soon.
Cool.
And I don't mean just me. Like, I'm going to try to do something cool and try to get a bunch of people involved with it. So,
Well, we need to have when we come back, man. We need to just fucking
balls to the wall.
yeah, balls to the wall, because with the venue shutdowns and the quarantines and all these goddamn fucking COVID rules.
Little Debbie.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to mosh like 8 hours a day for 6 months to get rid of my fucking Twinkie gut here, man. So
damn Twinkies.
But we need to come out fighting, because there's, like we was talking, there's less venues.
Yeah.
So in order to get in and get seen, you're gonna be fighting against those country bands.
At this point,
the DJs,
at this point, I'm just happy to go to the show.
Yeah.
So at this point, I just want to be where music is.
Right.
Yeah,
get out of the house.
I don't even care if I'm the one on the stage. Like, I just want to be there. Like, I just want to hear some music outside or inside a little shithole bar or anything. Like, I just want to hear some music that's not from a radio.
Exactly. Yeah, without a fucking DJ. But so I do appreciate you stopping out, man, driving all that way, man.
I always have fun hanging out.
You're always a number one guest, and I'm always a number one host. But so we're gonna leave you tonight, man, with some Black Sasquatch, Left for Ted. This is my favorite song. Talks about how society has decided, instead of raising your kid, you medicate them, and shit like that. It's actually a pretty cool song if you listen to words. And then I'm going to play Screaming Evidence, Mr. Louderback's band that didn't show up, which I think he had.
Make sure he did. He had a valid reason, but make sure you give him shit for it.
Yeah,
I'm going to.
Show no mercy, right?
I'm going to.
So, but I'm glad you even thought about coming up. And then
no, I miss hanging out with you guys, man.
I'm glad that we can have people in here now. Seems like there's a little more room.
There's way more room in here, man. There's like enough room to put a cot.
If you get drunk, you can't stay all night. I got a blow up mattress, man.
But that ain't the only blow up thing you got.
Shh, quit talking about Brenda. Anyway, and then we got Jawdust, Let It Be Known. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to leave you with a little preview from Black Sasquatch from their video Wild Hogs. This video will be coming out on our show, debut possibly on the 30th, the show on the 30th. If everything gets edited and put in time, we're going to play it on the show, and I believe the guys in the band are going to be at a Bigfoot conference that night. So they're probably going to call in for the debut of that song. So you look forward to that. And then next week, you got the boys from Dejected right here in the studio. They will be playing some music. If they bring their guitars and shit, they'll be playing some live music right here. So I'm going to leave you out with some music. Chad, once again, man, thanks a lot.
Oh no, thanks for having me.
Here's some Black Sasquatch, Screaming Evidence, and some Jawdust. See you guys next week.
prescription drugs for ADD, ADHD, things like that, behavior issues, what are the long-term effects of those prescription drugs? Because none of those drugs are you take for a week and you're done. I mean, they months, years.
Stunted, we were unmasked. Brain unstable, long-term study, but we were able. Yeah, future's muddy. Left for dead, take commands. Left for dead, drink your land. Drugs got recalled. They still got paid. Side effects failed. Your memories fade. Now try this. Shiny and new. Not worth the piss. History repeats. Left for dead. Take commands. Left for dead. Drink your lead.
We would keep them on their Ritalin, identify later in life, if you look at them when they're 35 and 40 and 45 years old, they seem to be doing worse in life. There's a higher incidence of depression, anxiety, drug abuse, alcoholism.
This is our first album. This one's called Into Me.
know who we are? Get your asses up here right now! We are Jonas from here in Ohio! This song is called Let It Be Known. See my everyone, take me to the